Shalom. I give all types of blessings, admirations, worships, honors, and glories, and honors, praises, worships, loves, respects, compassions, mercies, trusts, favors, peaces, compassions, and sympathies to the Almighty, so of the Almighty name of my and everyone's ultimate only one Master, Superior, Supreme Emperor, Lord, Leader, and true God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, Hamashach, Yahweh Shai, and his Holy Spirit, Rakakadash. I pray to true God of Israel. Amen. We live in a society, in the Western society, as you can all see. Well, this is the Western society, partial of it. I've been living in Canada for 16 years, more than 16 years. And as as far as I have seen, that psychopaths, sociopaths, and narcissists are all over the place. Okay? So, when a problem happens between a regular good person and a witch or warlock, a fight happens verbally, mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever. There are psychopaths and sociopaths and narcissists who are regular. Okay, regular, like, they're not in the position of power. Okay? They will get justified, protected, blessed, and rewarded, and defended and protected by the police. And the good person who is a codependent or empath or empathic narcissist, okay? Codependent, like, Muslims, Christian, Buddhists, and Hindus, and Punjabi, and empathic narcissists, like the atheists, like the Japanese people, and the empaths, those who worship the true God, we will get condemned, attacked, and cursed and punished by the police, and lawyers, and judges, and military soldiers, politician leaders, teachers, nurses, doctors, engineers, lawyers, judges, so on and so forth. Okay? So we get attacked by the psychopath, who is a regular psychopath, who is not in the position of power. And then on top of that, imagine if a psychopath or sociopath is a white person. Now, as we all know, in the Western society, there's something called white privilege, where white people got the privilege in everything. They're seen as the good guys. No matter what they do, they're always seen to be the good guys. And everybody else is the bad guy. Unless if you follow them, then you're a good guy. But if you don't follow them and then you disobey them, then you're automatically by default a bad guy. You are a terrorist. Okay, that's how they're going to demonize you. And they're going to angelize white people, which is they're not white, they're right people. And they're not white Christians, they're right Satanists who worship Lucifer, Satan. They're the Edomites. They're the children of Satan, according to the Bible. They're nationality, according to the Bible, they're the Edomites. Anyways, so regular psychopaths who are not in the position of power, they got protected and defended. And imagine if a psychopath is a white person, if it's a so-called white man. He's got the white privilege and he's unstoppable. And imagine if it's a psychopath who is a white person who is in the position of power. Like as a police officer, as a military soldier, as a lawyer, as a judge, right? Because the lawyers and judges, police officers, and military soldiers of the West are different than the ones who are in the East. Okay? They're completely different from each other, completely. Because the Western police and lawyers and judges and military soldiers and teachers and nurses and doctors, whatever, they attack good people and they defend evil people. But the police in Armenia, the lawyers and judges and police in Armenia, Japan, Iraq, those police they defend good people, they justify good people, and they attack evil people. Okay? Anyways, so imagine a psychopath who is a psychopath who is a white person. Not only he's a psychopath, he got the advantage, and he's a white privilege who got white privilege. That's the second advantage. And the psychopath who is a white person who is in the position of power, that's the third advantage. The third advantage is he's in the position of power. So no matter what he do, he's unstoppable, and he's a police officer. So the government will always stand by his side. Okay, no matter what. And if they do give you justice, they will give you justice by after draining all of your energy, time, effort, and money, by making you go back and forth to the court and to the office, to the lawyer, to the judge, to gain some justice. Stop. Tigo. I'm walking my dog, by the way. Okay, so they will give you some justice by 25, but they will never give you justice by 100%, just like how God gives you justice by 200% if you seek Him if you pray against those wicked people. Okay? And So if the psychopath is in the position of power, is a white person and is in the position of power, he got three advantages, as I mentioned. And the fourth advantage, so the third advantage is he's in the position of power. He's always believed to be the good guy because he's in the position of power as a nurse, as a doctor, as a lawyer, as a judge, as a police officer, as a military soldier, as a lawyer, as a judge, as a politician leader, as a Christian pastor. He's always going to be believed as the good guy, as a CEO, as a businessman, as an actor, as a nurse, as a doctor, as a teacher. Okay? He's always going to be believed as the good guy. Okay? And imagine, and they got the fourth advantage, which is their demonic powers, their demons and their evil spirits, because they worship Satan. Okay? So psychopaths and sociopaths and narcissists, they worship Satan and they got demonic powers. That's their fourth advantage. Their third advantage, they're in the position of power. Their second advantage, if they are white people, they got this white privilege, the second advantage. And even if they are not in the position of power and they got no demons, which they always get demons, they always got demons. But let's say they're not in the position of power and they are not white, like the regular psychopaths. And let's say they're psychopaths who are, Arabs, East Indians, like psychopaths who are like not white people, let's say, who worship Satan. Let's say psychopaths who worship Satan who are not white people. They're still going to have the advantage and they're still going to be justified and protected and blessed and rewarded and defended by the police if problem happens from them against other good people. And the good people are going to be attacked and the psychopath is going to be justified, and the good person who the psychopath is attacking is going to be condemned. Even if it's a psychopath who doesn't got demons, is not in the position of power, and is not white, he still got the advantage of being he will still get an advantage of simply being a narcissist or a psychopath or a sociopath. And that's what the Western society are here for, to justify narcissists, psychopaths and sociopaths, and to condemn codependents and empathic narcissists and empaths, to condemn good people and to justify evil people. Okay? So even if the narcissist or psychopath or sociopath is not in the position of power, doesn't got demons, and is not white, is not like a white cracker, they will still get the advantage. Imagine, they still got the advantage simply because they are human devils, psychopaths, sociopaths, and narcissists, and let that alone will get them to be justified, protected, and defended. And if you're a codependent and you're an empath and then you defend yourself against the psychopath, you're going to be condemned and attacked and cursed and punished by the police or by the lawyers and the judges, by the military soldiers, by the politician leaders. You get condemned by the doctors, by the nurses. The police, they come and they kidnap you. They kidnap the good person, the codependent or the empath. They reward the blessings, the psychopath and narcissist sociopath, and they punish and curse and they condemn the codependent, the empath, and they send him to psychiatry ward. Then they send you to psychiatry ward. That's them being nice to you, because they really want to send you to prison. But when they send you to psychiatry ward, they're basically saying we're going to be nice to you. Psychiatry ward is basically a low level of hell, is a prison inside of the hospital. They call psychiatry ward, which is nothing but concentration camps. It's really concentration camps, okay, inside of the hospital. And then you will be forced to take pharmaceutical drugs, medications, and your life is going to be ruined. And pharmaceutical drugs, I have my very first video, what is pharmaceutical drugs? It's demonic possessions, and they make people possessed by demons and make them sick, okay? I have it in my very first video. I exposed the pharmaceutical drugs industry and the nurses and the doctors, what they do behind closed doors, okay? So I'm telling you, man, there's nothing you can do against these psychopaths and sociopaths and narcissists. All you can do is pray to Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Hamashach Yahweh Shai, and His Holy Spirit, Rakah Kadash. Those are the true name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You need to pray to the Lord. You need to pray to God against, not for, but again, not pray for them like the naive Christians, but you need to pray against the witches and warlocks, because the only thing they respect is power. They disrespect kindness, okay? So you need to pray to God and to His Son and to His Holy Spirit against the psychopaths, narcissists, sociopaths, witches, and warlocks, and against their demons and against their evil spirits. Okay, that's all you can do. Okay, so hopefully that was edifying. I would like to say, Call Halali Hawa Bashim, Hamashaki, Shah Bashim, Kakadasha, praise the true God of Israel. Amen. Shalom.